Hello everyone, my name is Trevor, welcome back to my channel. So going forward, if there are a couple films that are big in contention for Oscars that I have missed over the past couple of months, I will be doing audio only Oscars recap reviews is what I'm going to be calling them. So just be some audio on here, no editing to be had, but I'll cover multiple films that have some kind of vague connection. Sometimes they may not. But today we are talking about Belfast and CMON CMON. They are films that are pretty similar on the surface. They're both major awards contenders, shot in black and white, centering around a young boy. They're also both great films. So I'll be reviewing both of them and giving my Oscars thoughts on both. Enjoy! Belfast was directed by Kenneth Branagh and stars Jude Hill, Jamie Dornan, Katrina Balfe, Ciarán Hinds, and Judi Dench. The plot of Belfast is as follows: a semi-autobiographical film which chronicles the life of a working-class family and their young son's childhood during the turmoil of late 1960s in Northern Ireland's capital. I really enjoyed this film. I think it captures the world through a child's eye really beautifully, and that makes sense. Kenneth Branagh did a lot of reflecting on his younger years while writing and directing this film. It is semi-autobiographical, and it's about this religious, not necessarily war, but skirmish, I guess. And I don't know how bad it really was. I'm assuming some of the stuff was heightened because it is through the eyes of a child. So the trauma is going to be more prevalent. Things are always going to seem bigger than they are when you're a kid. But just everything felt like it beautifully captured the world through the perspective of a child. Nothing ever felt like it was through the eyes of an adult, but it also never felt like it was like patronizing or like very ham-fisted. Like it points out that like kids aren't dumb, and you know, we'll talk about that a little bit also with CMON CMON. But it's really beautifully done, and also the performances all really good. Like Jude Hill is good in the lead, but he's really enhanced by everybody around him. Jamie Dornan, Katrina Balfe, Ciarán Hinds, Judi Dench. They're all really phenomenal. 3 out of the 4 of them probably Oscars contenders. Touch on that in a second here. I guess the one thing that's holding Belfast back for me is it never really does kick into high gear to make me love it. Nothing ever pushed it across the line where I was able to connect to something. Like, it's a very enjoyable film. It's a very entertaining film. It's a brisk film. It's only an hour and a half. It's beautifully shot. But, like, past that, there was nothing to really push it over the line for me to make it a really lovable film. All right, awards talk. Best sound could really happen. It has the sound palette of a war movie, which was kind of unexpected, but I'm also here for it. It's most assuredly a lock-in sound. Costumes, it's just, it's a 1960s period piece. It's British, maybe BAFTA goes for it. I don't know. I don't see costumes as that big of a player for Belfast, but who knows? It might get a precursor too. Production design. It was looking like this wouldn't happen. It was kind of on the bubble for a while, but this might get that 5th slot. It really might, because they built out this little street with all the houses, and it almost becomes a character. I wouldn't go to the point where I would say that it becomes a character, the street that Buddy and his family lives on, but it almost gets to that point where the environment around you becomes a character. And it did feel like very homey. Cinematography. Listen, everybody, it's shot in black and white. What else can I say? It's shot in black and white, and it's a big Oscars contender. It's gonna happen. It's cinematography's happening. Editing. Once again, considering that this is a major Best Picture contender, I think editing could happen. Editing's really tricky at this point. I don't know if it necessarily is a lock to get in, but I think it's in the top 5. Best sound, or we already did sound. Song. Best original song. So Down to Joy. Um, Everybody's predicting it. Odds are saying that it will get in. I quite honestly do not remember the song. I I don't remember it. Um, I don't know if it was a credit song or what, but when I saw the film, I must have completely missed it because I have absolutely no clue where this song is. But I'm predicting it. I should probably just listen to it on like Spotify or something. I'm definitely predicting it though. It should happen. Um, like maybe it'd have to be something like Guns Go Bang to take it out because like Just Look Up is in. We have the song from King Richard, Be Alive, which is probably in. No Time to Die is probably in. And then there's like this. We have Beyond the Shore from Coda. We have Guns Go Bang from The Harder They Fall. Like there's plenty of stuff here. But like once again, I feel like Belfast is just gonna overperform and get a lot. Original screenplay. It might win. It might win. It's Belfast versus Licorice Pizza to take original screenplay. Those two will be duking it out. And whoever wins that will probably be going up against The Power of the Dog for Best Picture because Power of the Dog has adapted pretty locked up. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's 100% getting in though. It would be shocking if this missed a nomination. It's just a matter of does it win or not. Supporting actor. So we have two. Ciarán Hinds and Jamie Dornan. Ciarán Hinds definitely in. He's a contender to win. It's kind of a three-horse race out in front between Ciarán Hinds, Cody Smith-McPhee, and Troy Kotsur. I think Ciarán Hinds is probably third of the bunch, but he is most definitely getting the nomination. And then Jamie Dornan's probably also in. I feel like the Belfast Boys have been going as a package. Yes, I'm calling them the Belfast Boys. We had Trail Boys last year. Now we have Belfast Boys. I think Belfast Boys will be a package. And Ciarán Hinds looks like he's getting in, and I think Dornan comes along with him. Supporting actress. So again, two possibilities here. I only think that Balf gets in just because supporting actress is really, really stacked. And even then, I think Balf is the 5. Balf could also go out because we have Rita Moreno here. Rita Moreno, we have Marlee Maitland, and Dowd. They could all potentially take Balf out because I do think that Ruth Negga has surpassed Balf into the number 4 slot with, of course, you have like the Bose who's above her. You have Ingenue Ellis who's above her. So like I think Balf should be in, but it's gonna be close. She's probably the first to go out of the supporting actress lineup, and then Kirsten Dunst, yeah, Kirsten Dunst is the other one in that top 3. She's probably the first to go, but as of now, she's holding on. Then Best Director, I talked about this in my Nightmare Alley review. It's a pretty stacked 5. Spielberg, Villeneuve, Campion, PTA, Branagh. Those are your 5. Until further notice, that's what everybody should be predicting. That's just the 5. And then Best Picture. So Belfast is a lock to get nominated. Definitely happening. A win. It's this, you have Power of the Dog, and then like Licorice Pizza and West Side Story. Those are your 4 contenders. I don't know. I think it's really close. I think it comes down to who wins director, potentially. It could honestly come down to who wins director. If Belfast loses original screenplay, it's probably done, though. Because Licorice Pizza then probably eliminates it. If Belfast wins, Licorice Pizza probably gone. I don't know. It's going to be very, very tight. But I'm really, really excited to see what happens. As the award season counts down. But Belfast will definitely be getting 10 or 11 nominations. It's looking really, really strong. I would say I would feel comfortable saying that it will get at least 10 nominations, which is a lot. But I think it can happen. I think it can happen. I think Belfast is easily going to be one of the strongest films of the year as far as awards go. I will be giving this film a 8 out of 10. But let's move on to CMON CMON. It is directed by Mike Mills. It stars Joaquin Phoenix, Gabby Hoffman, and Woody Norman. The plot of CMON CMON is as follows. Johnny is an emotionally stunted and soft-spoken radio journalist who travels the country interviewing a variety of kids about their thoughts concerning their world and the near future. Then Johnny's saddled with caring for his young nephew, Jesse. Jesse brings a new perspective and, as they travel from state to state, effectively turns the emotional tables on Johnny. This movie has beautiful cinematography. Yes, it's shot in black and white, but like I know that that's almost a joke at this point. Like, oh, a movie shot in black and white is probably people are going to like it, but like it captures the simplicity and the depth of being a child beautifully. I don't know how they did this, but it shows how simple a child's mind can be. It isn't fully developed. They're just kind of starting to get their grasp on the world. But because of that, because of the simplicity of their understanding of everything, they're always asking questions. And even like questions that, people who have lived longer wouldn't necessarily consider. And I don't want to say, us older people, because I'm only 16, but like I definitely, I would say no more than like the average 10-year-old. But that also means the average 10-year-old is going to be asking more questions and be more confused about things than I am, which is how we learn, which is how we grow, and that's how we find out new things about the world. And I mean, I talk about the cinematography and how that like really visually represents it, but Woody Norman, this kid is going to be a star. I mean, honestly, like he should win supporting actor. He's not going to get nominated, but like he should win supporting actor. Like, holy crap. Everything that I just said is a testament to Woody Norman. And Joaquin Phoenix just kind of, it isn't a very showy performance, especially coming off of Joker when we see how, showy he can be. But he kind of steps aside and lets Woody Norman like run the show, and he lets Woody Norman like pose a bunch of questions. And it's really Joaquin's character that is taking a step back and responding, and is much more passive, which creates for a really interesting dynamic that we haven't seen captured on film that much before. And it's really, really, really well done. I cannot say enough good things about this film. It's beautifully written. And we see the progression of this relationship. That's really, really just beautiful. I don't know when is the last time I've seen a film that has captured the relationship between parent and child this good, maybe since like Lady Bird. And Lady Bird's one of my favorite films of all time. And this is my favorite film of the year. I absolutely love it. The end of the film, the last line of the film absolutely broke me. I cannot suggest this film enough. I won't say it because I want everybody to experience it for themselves for the first time. It crushed me emotionally. Maybe the most emotionally like crushed that I've been since like a film like The Father or like La La Land. Like this is very quickly. I mean, I've seen it twice now. I finished it and I started it again immediately. This is quickly going to become one of my favorites of all time. I absolutely love this movie. All right, let's talk awards. First of all, it missed score. That's sad. Bryson Aaron Desner gave a great score for this movie, and it missed. The Desner brothers also missed for Cyrano. Oscar's just not liking the Desner brothers, which is disappointing because I like a lot of their scores. So it sadly missed score. Also, Woody Norman, as much as he should get in for supporting actor and win, is not going to happen. Hopefully he'll win like youth actor at Critics' Choice, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, cinematography. It's probably just on the outside. I'd even say, as much as I love this movie, like, if you're going to put in another black and white film, because Belfast and Macbeth are already in, if you're going to put in another one, it should be Passing. Passing is one of the best shot movies I've ever seen. So I would even have to give the edge to that there. It's probably 8 or 9, and cinematography likely won't happen. Original screenplay. This could happen, and like CMON CMON's been severely underperforming at awards this year, which has been really, really disappointing. But like, this could happen because we have Licorice Pizza, we have Belfast, we have Don't Look Up, and then we have King Richard. They're all Best Picture contenders, should get in. And then after that, what do we have? Being the Ricardos, it's Sorkin, but like, people haven't been liking the movie, including me. The French Dispatch, which, like, I know Grand Budapest got in. I don't know about this. I don't know. Then you have like A Hero, maybe. The Worst Person in the World. Are those movies really getting in? Parallel Mothers, foreign films, like Spencer, and then you have CMON CMON. I feel like CMON CMON's in the upper echelon of those last group to get in. You have Being the Ricardos. Mass also is probably up there from Frank Kranz. But like Being the Ricardos, Mass, French Dispatch, and CMON CMON, all vying for that 5th slot. And it's an outside chance, but I think CMON CMON could get in. And I think that's its path to Best Picture, to get both original screenplay and to get Best Actor for Joaquin Phoenix. Like I said, this is a very, very, very subtle performance. It's insane how subtle this is, but he has his moments. He screams, he cries, he does Oscar-y things. Honestly, I think this is his best performance. It's better than Joker. Fight me. He's better in this than he is in Joker. He just is. Because he created such a real and complex person, rather than just being like, he's good in Joker, but he was also just like, I'm crazy. It's like we've seen done before. And this had so much. He had so much emotional depth in this. It's insane. Could he break in? Because Will Smith, Benedict Cumberbatch, locks. I'd even call Andrew Garfield a lock at this point. And then after that, what do we have? We have Peter Dinklage and we have Denzel Washington. And like, both of them could drop. Because like, Macbeth isn't that strong. It's getting actor and cinematography at best. And if one of them's to go, it's going to be Denzel. It isn't going to be that cinematography. So Denzel could drop. Peter Dinklage might not be as strong as we think he is. Why? Because like, the Oscars completely ignored Cyrano at the shortlist. Yes, I got onto like makeup and hair, I think. But like, I don't know. It missed out on the music. Those were 15 film shortlists. There were 15 slots. And it missed out on score and song, which, like, song, it was probably in the top 5 or 6. Score, it was probably in the top 10. Completely missed. Maybe the Oscars just don't like this movie as much as we thought they were going to. Like, maybe they just aren't into it. Dinklage could go. I mean, because like, costumes and production design are going to be hard for this movie to get into. Makeup and hair, I don't see happening. Cyrano could be completely shut out. And then who comes next? Because, like, if say both of them go, Nicolas Cage could show up for a pick. Because, like, let's think about it. Bradley Cooper isn't happening for Nightmare Alley. That movie wasn't that well received. And Leonardo DiCaprio isn't happening for Don't Look Up. Why? Because absolutely nowhere is nominating him. He's getting nominated nowhere. So then the next two in line, just according to stats, would be Nicolas Cage and Joaquin Phoenix. And I think that they would go for Joaquin Phoenix before they would go with Nicolas Cage, just because Pig is like just very weird and not Oscar-y at all. And CMON CMON actually has a previously nominated writer-director behind it. And Joaquin Phoenix, they gave an Oscar the last time they saw him. It could happen. Say this picks up screenplay and actor. this movie could get into that 10th slot for Best Picture. Once again, is it likely? Probably not. Is this wishful thinking? Probably. It could happen. This could happen. It could. It could. I mean, who's going to get the 10th slot? Drive My Car, maybe. Spider-Man No Way Home, maybe. You have Being the Ricardos, you have House of Gucci. I mean, you have Lost Daughter, Spencer, Tragedy of Macbeth. I don't know. If CMON CMON picks up screenplay and actor, maybe this gets into Best Picture. Maybe it happens. I'm saying maybe a lot, but I have faith. I have faith that this movie can make it in. I mean, if they watch it, I don't know how. Like, screenplay is not out of the realms of possibility. They like Mike Mills. They nominated him for 20th Century Women. They could do it again. They could absolutely do it again. And I really, really want this to happen. But the last time I really wanted the Oscars to do something was for Titan, and they didn't do that. So who knows? I will be giving CMON CMON obviously a 10 out of 10. If it's my favorite film of the year, it's not going to be a 10 out of 10. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on Belfast and CMON CMON down below. Until then, though, thank you so much for listening. You can subscribe if you'd like to hear more thoughts on films and the Oscars. And until I see you again, stay safe, everybody, and goodbye.